What up? E-Boyd here. Welcome back to What's Up Wednesday. I'm recording this yesterday because today I don't have service. Because I am down camping in Durango with Osprey Backpacks. I got a sick opportunity with Osprey Backpacks to model their new backpack line for through hiking. So with my experience as on the Colorado Trail as a through hiker, I fit their bill of what they were looking for. So spending today and tomorrow camping down in Durango with them, and then should be back in time for Freestyle Friday on Friday. Just goes to show you the power of B-Boyd being rad as hell. Let's see. So what's actually up? Released The Yeti Lives in the Himalayas on Monday. I love this song. I think it turned out so sick. And it's getting some positive feedback too, getting some traction there, so that feels good. Got a new song, Regenerative Agriculture, parentheses, Gratitude, coming out next Monday. I think that one's cool too. I think that one's a little less cool, but I think it's maybe like strictly a better song. Let's see. Things are good. I guess I could talk a little bit about how this opportunity arose with Osprey. It's from a friend of a friend. I got a friend whose friend works at Osprey and sent out a casting call, and he forwarded it along to me. I fit what they were looking for, so I applied. I applied like right away, figured being an early applicant would help my chances, and sure enough it did. They hit me back almost right away and said, hey, you're exactly what we're looking for. We'd love to have you. So that was cool. I think I was thinking about this yesterday. I think it kind of goes to show two things. One, the power of connections. I've heard that it's often not like even your best friends that the connection is super important. It's like your kind of secondary, less close connections that tend to have a bigger impact on opportunities like this, because you'll be close with your best friends, and that means like when an opportunity comes up, they'll think of you right away. But it's more like the broader net of secondary connections that has that kind of diversity, which will allow different opportunities to come up, And then the other thing I was thinking about is just kind of the attitude of going for it. I forwarded the same opportunity along to some other people who did not apply, and I was like, hey, I felt like you might be a fit for this, and they kind of texted me back like, yeah, I don't know if I'll be a fit for this, whatever. And I was reading the thing recently, or like watching a YouTube video. I was watching a YouTube video talking about how the people who believe they can and the people who believe they can't are both right. Whatever attitude you bring to whatever situation is going to help determine the outcome. So, the power of just going for it and believing that you can accomplish stuff is significant. I noticed this also with my friends from college and my friends from high school, and my brother and I who went to different colleges. I noticed that my friends who went to CU versus my friends who went to CSU, CU is, so Colorado University versus Colorado State University. Colorado State University is cheaper. So Colorado University gets like Colorado's rich kids. Colorado State University gets Colorado's poor kids. I mean, you can still afford to go to college, so you're still doing all right. But that's kind of the mentality that goes into it, right? And so that mentality kind of carries all the way through college, I've noticed. And my friends who went to CSU are more inclined to kind of gripe about wealth gaps and opportunity differences and all of that, and kind of believe they can't because of that, and because they're telling themselves they can't, they don't really go for things, and they don't. Versus my friends from CSU or from CU, maybe are ahead in life, but they like never complain about any of that, and they are more inclined to just feel entitled, and so there is some of that where it's like, oh, you're privileged, so you feel entitled. Yeah, totally. But if you feel entitled to do stuff, and it actually leads to you trying more, then you are going to end up doing stuff, and it's kind of a positive feedback cycle, versus if you tell yourself, oh, I'm not entitled, I'm not privileged, I need to wallow in the dirt, then that's going to be your outcome. So I don't think there's a whole lot of value in wallowing in the dirt and complaining about the status quo, in complaining in general, unless you have some sort of plan to do something about something. I mean, if complaining is the plan, like I think protests have value. Obviously, there have been some monumental protests that have dramatically shaped our country. So, I don't want to throw any shade on that, but I think sitting around in your basement complaining about the way things are, and not really like putting yourself out there, taking risks, just holds you back. Doesn't gain you anything. That's my tirade on CU versus CSU. I think I'm really glad I got my CU experience and met those people. I think it's really interesting to watch, to compare my brother and I in that regard. Sorry, Aiden. I'm not trying to talk smack, but I think obviously we both came from the same background. Maybe I got a little more scholarships, but I think the circle of people I hung out with at CU and the attitudes I inherited from that group of people have shaped my life, and similarly my brother's life, in the attitudes of his friends from CSU and people he was hanging out with there, more than is obvious. Yeah, so I advocate going for it, putting yourself out there. You never know what opportunities will arise from anything. Let's see. I think that's all I have to say today. Yep, new song this Monday and next Monday. I've got some new songs in the works, but they're not quite ready to be released yet. Yeah. All right. Short What's Up Wednesday today. See ya Friday.